You come here. So I was with my lawyer the other day, and we were having a conversation about kids because I have 5 kids, and we are going through a case right now about a car wreck where all 5 of my kids were in there, and their ages range from 2 to 13. So she was like, "What was the stage where you were like, this is hard? Like this is the hardest stage for me?" And she's married, and I'm divorced. And I was like, listen, the hardest stage for me was the infant stage. I know a lot of people say, just wait till they're teenagers, just wait till they're grown. The infant stage was the stage that did it for me. And let me tell you why. I'm that mom that checks on my kids the whole time they're asleep when they're infants, right? So all of my kids were preemies, which means I stayed in the hospital for almost 2 months with one of my kids, for a month with one of my kids, and then while I was pregnant, I was in and out of the hospital with my other kids. So I literally had to watch my kids like a hawk because first of all, I didn't know if they were going to be breathing. I didn't know if I was going to have to hurry up and flip them. If it took too long for them to breathe, I had to pat their back. Like, it was crazy. So when they got older, not having tubes down their nose anymore, not having to be checked every 5 minutes, I was still checking them every 5 minutes. And so, like, one time I remember vividly, my 1-year-old daughter was in her car seat in the back eating a beef jerky. Why did I give her a Slim Jim when she was 1? Mind your business. So she was talking and singing, and the next thing you know, I didn't hear anything. And I'm driving. I'm driving. And I'm like, baby, you okay? I turn around. Her face is turning different colors, and she's like, the Slim Jim was lodged in her throat. So I have to pull over on a busy street, jump out of my car, go to the back of the car, and stick my hands down my baby's throat to grab that Slim Jim. I was not about to do the Heimlich maneuver. I grabbed the Slim Jim out of her throat and had to wait for her to start crying so I could know she was okay. That scared the living daylights out of me to the point that I did not give my kids Slim Jims again until they were older. Outside of that, my 13-year-old, he's actually my nephew, but my 13-year-old, I had him ever since he was a baby. When he was 1, it always happens when they're little. I took him to church, and he was going crazy, just doing a whole bunch of talking and saying a whole bunch of stuff he shouldn't have been saying. I ain't gonna say what he was saying, but anyway, so I handed him a peppermint to get him to be quiet. It was the one that melts in your mouth. It melts in your mouth, right? You should be okay. No. He put that peppermint in his mouth and stopped talking. Yeah, he stopped talking, but it's because it was lodged in his throat. His saliva made it lodge right here. So I stuck my hand down his throat in church. Like, the fact that newborns and toddlers choke so easily, or they might stop breathing in their sleep, scares the living daylights out of me. That is the worst stage. Now, when they get past that, like right now, my oldest, he's 13. That stage is a little easier. I can deal with a 13-year-old's attitude. Because Nuck, if you buck, raised me. So I can deal with your attitude. But dealing with whether or not you're going to make it to tomorrow because you like to put objects in your mouth, that is the stage. That, and then also the fact that my kids get sick all the time because they were preemies and their immune systems are down and they are iron deficient. Green snotty nose any time of the year. Like, this stage is the most humbling stage. I have touched so many things that I did not know if it was poop or chocolate. I have dug so many things out of noses. I have done so much that the old me would have been like, I'm not touching that. But as a mother, I touch it. So yeah. I would say infant and toddler stage is the hardest stage for me. What about y'all? And right now, I have a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old, and a 13-year-old. The toddler stage is definitely the hardest stage for me. Comment. Let me know what yours is.